There is more than one way to approach most legal research problems. Before you search, think about what you need to find and where that information is likely to be. It's important to choose the research platform that contains materials of the type and subject matter that will likely provide you with the information you seek. Many primary legal materials are available on free websites as well as on subscription databases, but many secondary sources are protected by copyright and may only be available on one publisher's platform. For example, Goldstein on copyright is only available on the CCH Cheetah platform. NIMR on copyright is only available on Lexis, while Patri on copyright is only available on Westlaw. On many systems, you can run a global search without choosing which content to search, but a global search may not reach all the available content on that platform. For example, a global search from the Westlaw main page searches the content listed in the first two columns only, but not the types of information in the far right column, including news, legislative history, international law, and other information that may be what you are looking for. The Boston College catalog, available from the Law Library homepage, defaults to searching across books and articles. Or you can choose to search just books, or just articles, or to search through our collection of legal research guides before you search. Once you've decided what to look for and where to look for it, you may also have options about how to search for it. Lexis, Westlaw, and Bloomberg Law offer more than one type of search engine, letting the researcher choose whether or not to use Boolean searching, often called terms and connectors searching, or to run a so-called natural language search. 2 other videos will help you learn to craft better Boolean searches more efficiently, and a separate video explains how natural language search engines operate. Sometimes you can get better results by running a more precise search on the front end. A catalog search in the BC catalogs for any items that contain the terms Harvard Law Review anywhere in the record retrieves 780 records. Requiring the words Harvard Law Review to be an exact phrase brought the results down to 198, and requiring that exact phrase to be in the title brought it down to 42. Some types of limitations, like restricting your search to journals, are just as easily made as a refinement after the search as through a pre-search selection, but others will provide you with more search options if you make them up front. For example, once you become a power searcher, you will be able to make use of advanced search features in Lexis, Westlaw, and Bloomberg Law by selecting a particular type of document to search before you craft your search. This will give you a greater choice of document fields, or segments as they're sometimes called, to use in the construction of the search. Notice the fields available to you in a Westlaw case search include such fields as party name, judge, attorney, and synopsis, while those available in a Westlaw statute search include such things as caption, annotation, credit, historical notes, or statutory text. This is just a small portion of the list of searchable fields available for both of those document types. Sometimes the best way to search isn't to search at all, but to browse. This is an excerpt from the table of contents of Title 17 of the U.S. Code, Copyright, from the website of the Office of the Law Revision Council, the people who actually create the U.S. Code. Their website has a search engine, but sometimes it's just easier to find the sections you need by scanning the table of contents. Many online treatises, like NIMR on copyright, have searchable and browsable tables of contents that may help you find what you are looking for faster and more efficiently than a full-text search. Other times it make more sense to browse an index than to run a word search. This is the USCA Browsable Index on Westlaw. You can search it as well as browse it, but sometimes indexes provide superior access to information because indexes involve the intercession of human intelligence to help the researcher. Once you've decided what to look for, where to look for it, and how to look for it, you can start to think of words to look up in an index or a full-text database. Start broadly with key concepts and terms. Not every search system treats search words the same way. Especially when you're using a system you aren't familiar with, it can be very helpful to check system help screens to see how the system processes your search. For example, on Bloomberg Law, keywords are automatically joined with an AND in searches without operators, while Lexis will automatically treat words in a natural language search as if they had an OR connector between them. But on Lexis, adjacent words are treated as a phrase in a terms and connectors search. And even though relevancy ranking search engines do a very good job of ordering results, don't expect them to be calibrated to the specific research task you are doing at the moment. Be sure to look at a number of your search results, not just the top hits, and look at them critically. You may find it useful to reorder your results if the search engine provides that capability. In class exercises, we will sometimes have you locate a particular known document to help you learn about how a search engine operates. But in real research, don't expect to find a single case that exactly matches your fact pattern or a secondary source that will teach you all you need to know about a particular topic. Analyze your issues and look for sources that fit with one or more aspects of the particulars of your situation. The key is to think critically about your problem, choose appropriate resources to research the issue, and then be a critical consumer of whatever sources you choose to use. The best tactic is often to combine a variety of methods with a variety of resources to minimize the chance that you will miss something important and maximize your search results. After all, it isn't called OneSearch, it's called research.